Hey y'all, Chris Cookin' Nashville here. Keto Chow sent me something really cool. If you have not heard, they are adding the strawberry cream and the vanilla cream back to their line permanently. So you're gonna be able to go and pick this up on their website. I have a link down below. You can go down there and click my link and you can get yourself 10% off of your order there as well with the code chriscookingnashville. So go check that in the description box. But instead of just making strawberry cream and vanilla cream and having a good old time drinking a shake, I thought, well, what can we do with this? So today, we're gonna start with the strawberry and we'll get around to the vanilla at some point in the future. But with the strawberry, we are going to do keto strawberry muffins, and I'm gonna show you how to do a keto chocolate ganache on top. It's gonna be a good time. So let's make some strawberry muffins with the help of Keto Chow. All right, so I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese right here. I have a ½ cup of coconut flour. I have a ½ cup of almond flour. I have 2 to 3 tablespoons, depending on your taste. This is 3 tablespoons of allulose. You can use any sweetener you want to make this, however sweet or not sweet you want it. If you don't want to use any sweetener, you can just use the Keto Chow the way it is. It is already a little bit sweet. And then I have 1 stick of butter that I'm going to melt right here. I also have 2 packets of the strawberry cream Keto Chow. And then over here I have 2 eggs, which are going to get mixed in with that. And then I have some Lily's milk chocolate baking chips. Those are keto, no sugar added baking chips. And we're gonna be using some cream to make the chocolate ganache. So we're gonna put everything into the bowl with the exception of those chips. And I'll show you how we get it all mixed up so we can make our batter. And the oven is also ready. Right, so let's put our cream cheese into the bowl. Along with that, I'm gonna go ahead and crack in my 2 eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our allulose. And we have a ½ cup of coconut flour. ½ of a cup of almond flour, 2 packets of the strawberry cream Keto Chow, stuff smells so good. It smells like a strawberry milkshake every time you open it. And before we mix that up, I'm just going to throw the butter into the microwave to melt it. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and mix this together with our hand mixer really well, just like we would a cake batter, and then we'll add the butter to it when it's melted. One stick of melted butter goes in. Mix that together. Okay, so that is a very thick mixture. Now we're going to add cream as necessary to get to a cake batter texture. So we're going to start with about ½ of a cup. We're going to mix that up. And we're going to alternate cream and water. So we'll do about a ½ cup of water. So that's starting to soften up. So now we're going to do about a ½ cup of cream and a ½ cup of water. Another ½ cup of cream and ½ cup of water. One more ought to do it. ½ cup of cream, ½ cup of water. Now we're going to mix it up on high to get it really well combined. I'm going to scrape down the sides. Okay, here is our cake batter. It is nice and fluffy, but it is soft so that we can put it into our muffin cupcake pan. Now you can put this into a silicone muffin pan like I'm going to. You can use cupcake liners in a muffin pan, however you want to do this. I have some muffin tins here, and these have been greased with butter. So make sure if you don't use cupcake liners, make sure you have these really well greased just so this comes out easier. And I love the flavor of butter in things like this and the high fat content. So those have all been very well greased with melted butter. And now we can start filling our muffin tins. All right, so we're gonna fill our muffin tin here. Now you don't want to fill this all the way up. You want there to be some space because these are going to expand. So maybe like 2/3 of the way up the muffin tin. All right, so I'm just finishing smoothing out the tops of these just a little bit. And if there's one like that that doesn't have quite enough, and then there's a little too much in another one, we can slide that on over too. Okay, but you can see there is extra room in all of the cups because these are going to expand and we want to make sure not to totally overdo this. All right, we're gonna throw these in a 375-degree oven on the middle rack. And we're gonna check them in 13 to 15 minutes. So this ended up being 20 minutes. So we're gonna check and see how these are doing. You can see they have puffed a little bit, but not too much, not over the top. They're just starting to get a little golden brown in spots. So let's check and see how we're doing. We're going right down in the middle with a toothpick. And it's pretty close. We're going to give it another like 3 minutes. We don't want to overcook them, so we're going to do just about another 3 minutes and we'll call it good. So we're getting a little golden brown on top. See, they're nice and soft, but the toothpick comes out clean. So we're gonna let those sit and cool until we can get them out of the muffin pan, and that'll also solidify them a little bit so they're easier to take out. Okay, so we're gonna top these with a chocolate ganache. So while these are cooling, I'm gonna take some Lily's baking chips. You could do this yourself with baking chocolate that doesn't have any sugar and add your own sweetener, however you wanna do this. But we're gonna add in equal parts of these Lily's chips and cream to a bowl. So I have my kitchen scale. Okay, that's 150 grams of Lily's chips. We're just gonna add 150 grams of heavy cream. And now we're gonna put this in a microwave. We're gonna do this in about 20-second bursts at first, and then we'll do 10-second bursts at the end until we get this turned into a chocolate ganache. Okay, so that's 20 seconds. So we're gonna pull this out and we're gonna start to stir. Now we're gonna start doing this in 10-second bursts. And we want to get this just warm enough to melt the chocolate. We don't want to boil anything or cook anything any further. We just want to melt the chocolate down to combine it with the cream. So it's going to start getting really thick and sticky. Another 10 seconds. You can see this is going to start becoming much thicker and chocolatey looking. So we're just going to keep stirring. You don't want to overheat this. So really make sure that it needs an additional 10 seconds before you put it in each time. See, if I scoop it like this, there's still pieces of chocolate in there. We need to get all of those melted down. So we're going to put this back in another 10 seconds. Make sure we scrape all the sides. Check and make sure there's no lumps anywhere. And you can see a nice thick chocolate ganache. Absolutely beautiful. Once our cupcakes, muffins, whatever you want to call them, are cool, we can top them with chocolate. All right, so we're just going to unmold these. This is why I love these silicone trays, because I can just push from underneath and just invert the whole thing. Now these are soft and they are custardy and they are moist because of the cream cheese and the butter. They're going to be super good. And you do have to let these cool down enough to where they will come out. So if they're not coming out of your mold, they need to cool down more. They are very soft, they're very delicate, they're very tasty. Okay, now we're just going to take our chocolate ganache and top these. All right, so we're just gonna let these cool down to room temperature. That chocolate ganache will settle just a little bit more, it'll become a little firmer, and then we're gonna try them. We're gonna see what we think. All right, so I had to bring in the resident chocolate and just dessert in general expert in the house to see what she thinks of these. So these are these cream cheese, custardy, cupcake muffiny. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe what this is. This is really a unique to me concept, I think, for this like buttery cake that I'm making. And then the chocolate ganache on top, it's probably gonna be a little messy. I'm gonna tell you right now, so you probably wanna eat over top of the plate so you don't get chocolate all over you. Although that's probably worse problems to have than that.
I would not be mad about that.
Yeah. So let's see what Ash thinks of the strawberry keto butter cake muffins with chocolate ganache.
Okay. They look very cute, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can already tell that they're very spongy just by picking them up. Good stuff. Oh, that's good. It's really good. I can literally taste the strawberry. It's very like soft, moist, buttery. Super good. And the chocolate ganache on top.
Chocolate ganache is just killer.
Oh, it's just incredible. So good. The combination of strawberry and chocolate. Oh, yeah. I mean, these are amazing.
Excellent. Guys, there you go. That's how we do the keto strawberry cream muffins with the chocolate ganache. Thank you to Keto Chow for sending this stuff out to us. We're going to come up with something cool with the vanilla cream as well, but this is the first thing that came to my mind with the strawberry. I knew we had to do this for you guys, and I had this idea of how to do these butter cakes. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So that's the strawberry cream Keto Chow butter cake muffins with the chocolate ganache. Thank you guys for watching. All my links are down below, including that Keto Chow link. So make sure to go check that out. Click on that and you can get a 10% discount on your order. Thank you to Keto Chow for everything you guys do. Guys, make sure to make these. This is Chris Cooking Nashville, my lovely wife, Ash Taylor. Eat your meat, sometimes your Keto Chow muffins. Love your life, and we're gonna see you right here in the kitchen for the next recipe.